Hi. Hey, Russ here. Just waiting for you to come back. Great coffee still. Anyway, this is turning to be out more like the woodwright shop than ever. Man, all these nonstop. So now it's turned into 3 episodes. I'm sorry, I didn't expect it. My bad. I didn't realize this wasn't up, wasn't paying attention, and made those cuts on that board crooked. And rather than starting over, I was already far enough along. We're just going to redo this. So, with that in mind, everything's still set up. It's only been a minute or two. I just had to split it up because I didn't want to go over 15 or 16 minutes on the video. But I will put all 3 of them out on the same day so that you can go boom, 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 and watch them at once if that's what you want to do. Lots here to learn. So we're going to take this board, just to recap. We're going to take this board now. It's 44 inches long. And we're going to cut 2 boxes out of this. And we're going to 3-corner grain match it in the cutting so that we have 45-degree cuts. And it'll wrap around on 3 sides. And the back right-hand corner is going to be the non-matching corner. And that's why we start off with a side here so that the right side on this end will be the back corner on the right side. So that way when you wrap around, that corner will be at the back of the box. Every little bit helps. So anyway, so this is our board and we're going to do 2 sets. And I'll take one of those up and then we're going to see if we can match the bottom, which we already made first. Who does that? That's insane. It's harder this way, but we're going to do it. So anyway, let's do this now, okay? So got that up out of the way this time. Bring that up. I am set right at 4 inches on my cut right here, and I go back and forth between 4 and 5 to do these cuts. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to square this up on both ends to make sure we start off with a 90. Okay, now let's cut 2 4s. One off this end and one off that end. One, one. So I'm going to have to be extra careful here because I did not mark the backside with a squiggly line. So we have to keep track of that. So now that we're going to go to 5 to do our next cut. So we loosen it, bring it up to 5, and lock it down. And now we do a 5 here. And this one is still this end. And this one is this end. Now back to 4. I know it seems like a lot of work, but to get that grain match, it's kind of worth it. It's not that hard to do. You just have to track. It's kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time. So now we're making a 4-inch for over here. And a 4-inch for over here. And that's the left side. Now let's do the last cut, which is a 5-inch. So we bring it back up and put it on 5-inch. And let's make this last cut. This one goes here. And we flip it. And there's one. I'm going to set it off out of the way in the order that I have it. and here's the other one. So, and this is the order that they're going to be in. And I can see the green matching all the way across to it because it got kind of a red streak in it. And I can see this is all lined up now and even. So I have my book match. Just to be safe, I'm going to just mark these 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 and 3 is the front and the back. So now, let's cut them all to a 45 degree. Easy peasy. So how do we do that? First thing we have to do is let's check our calibration here to 0. And right now, we're lined up. So let's take our blade and let's go to 45 degrees on it. So we take this loose and let's turn our blade to 45 degrees. And I don't need the cube for this because I have the stop set accurately for both the 45 and the 0, the 90 degrees. So, there. And now, we got to lower the blade in order to put this in place. And then bring the blade up into it. So, there we are below. Drop this in. And bring our blade up. And there we are. And now, we're set. So now, let's set this so that we can cut these, miter all 4 of these quickly and easily. And we're just going to use our jig and our light, because the first thing we have to do is make a 45 out of something. So I'm going to take this scrap piece and we're just going to cut a 45 on it. And that helps us to set the line marker. So now, if I wanted to, if this hasn't moved, I can actually just bring this over right up to it and lock it down. And I now have, I don't even need the laser light for this. So we just use our block, stop block. And now we're ready to cut all 4 of these. So we set that there. Let me move that out of the way. Let's start cutting 45s. Now this is a little close. So I'm going to take and use my gripper about like that. One. This one's a little bit bigger. Not quite so nervous on this one. Here's number 4. Okay, there's one. Okay, so there's my lineup. So let's do this. Let's turn these over. And let's tape this together. And let's see if this, how good this looks. And let's see if my bottom fits. So, here's my tape. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. So, and we actually get a match on 3 of the 4 sides on the green match. Now the big question. And look at there. That fits right on there like it's supposed to. How about that? This is ready for glue up. And yes, we made the bottom before we made the box. Can you believe that? That's not easy to do, to be honest with you. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something here. You now see how easy it is to do lots of different things on this table saw setup. Normally when I'm cutting the piece that small, normally I try to use some kind of hold down, honestly, and just flip it in and out. But I was in kind of a hurry, honestly, and I still felt safe in how I was doing it, but I just wanted to make sure that I did have it held in place so that I could get the good cuts, which I did. So anyway, if I scared you, I'm sorry. It really was safe the whole time. I wasn't worried about my hands. And believe me, I get uncomfortable when it isn't bad. Always looks worse on the camera, to tell you the truth. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Any ideas, or if you have any ways of making this better, let me know. I appreciate it. Most importantly, though, please come back again, because we're nowhere near done. But I got to tell you, this was one of my hardest ones yet. It took 3 episodes. I'm going to get them all out today. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. And this is really in the spirit of the Woodwright Shop. Start to finish, nonstop, no commercials, and no editing. So, thanks a lot. I hope you liked it. And we'll see you again very soon with a whole new idea. Thanks. Bye.